Hey guys, today with the topic, to fight for the ex or even still for the girlfriend, if she already doubts, never works. The first thing that your gut may tell you now is probably, what is this guy talking about? And yes, I also used to think that you have to fight for what you want. And especially women nowadays openly carry the opinion to the outside world that they are the prize to be won for us men. That we have to make an effort and it will be worth it in the end if we jump over our shadows for them. I don't necessarily disagree with the latter. But I say give it your all as long as there is interest and attraction. Have you been dumped or are at the point where something like, I love you but I'm not in love with you anymore, I need time to myself, or I'm not sure how I feel, is already being said? Men, don't push yourself. The more you try to convince her, the less you show what you think of yourself and what you are worth to yourself. Then why should she suddenly think more highly of you? Apart from the fact that she needs time for herself at that moment and has openly communicated exactly that through actions and words. These are usually the moments you need to give them so that they can realize how they actually feel about you and how it really is without you. If you are constantly around them, then they don't have the chance to find out. That is then everyday life or they are annoyed by it. Don't try to be mysterious, as you might have read somewhere. Just shift your focus more on yourselves. Take care of yourselves and your goals in the time again. If you don't have any, figure out what you want and set goals. This is so much more effective than trying to use tactics and trying to make her realize that she still loves you. You would be putting energy into someone who has already said on their own that there is no interest on their part to work it out right now. To have said that you need to be clear about what you feel or even that it's over means that you want distance. With what goal doesn't matter for now, but the most important thing for this person will always be that you respect their decision. She feels something or she doesn't anymore. By fighting for it, as you call it, you communicate to this person that he is wrong with his feelings. You are unconsciously attacking her and not taking her perception of herself seriously. You treat them like a little child. Very few people react calmly to this, and you shoot yourselves out of the running. We are not in movies or songs where the woman doesn't really want the hero from the first minute, but he makes an effort and is able to convince her. Usually he loses her again by some little thing and at the end he can finally win her over by a big gesture of his love. This does not work in reality. However, we are so polarized by the media, education and women directly, that we imitate exactly this pattern and thereby expect the same results. Outwardly, women expect the same from you. Only inwardly they want something completely different, which they themselves usually cannot grasp or understand exactly. They don't like the type of knight who rides in on his white horse and does everything for them just to get them. But sometimes it goes to the other extreme, where they want the asshole who has no interest in them because he has options on the dating market and just lives them out openly. Always try to combine the best of these two worlds in you. Don't necessarily exploit your options, but show that you have the value and she can be proud that you are with her. This is another thing that is simply up to you. It's based on the sum of your choices. And if it's your decision to chase after her, if she's looking for space and you want to show her how much you're humiliating yourself just so she'll stay with you, all because you think you have no other options, you're dependent on her or even feel some kind of dependency towards her, well, don't wonder why you end up like the bad guys in the Disney movies who have the hots for the princess from the beginning, who hang on their coattails or even stalk them directly. Has your gut ever done you a favor at a time like this? Has it ever worked for you? Feel free to post your experiences with this in the comments, but also look at it from the outside. What did you really do and how did it come across? For example, I caught myself saying in one situation with the ex that I wanted to fight for her. A few days later I felt so stupid for it that I just let it go. No contact. This led to the result that after 3 months she arrived again and the chance was there to maybe work on it. But I was happy without her again by then. If you are not sure with yourselves, you deserve the chance to figure it out without being pushed or patronized. And you also want your ex to make an independent decision. You want to make the best impression you can in the situation. But you don't want to actively put pressure on her. Then, if your ex doesn't have feelings for you, what do you want with her? You are clinging to something that she might have been able to give you at some point. In addition, of course, to many memories and invested time. This is now very clumsily summarized, but they are the same things that she also has, and they are no longer enough for her to still feel something for you. At least right now. This is not an active decision on her part, and in the future these memories and the time invested in you could make the feelings come back. At that point it's up to you if you still want that, and up to her to fight for it. Because it used to be the price when you both had the same attraction to each other. At that time you did a lot and gave up a lot to get her favor. But in the best case you didn't have to. Through your development and work on yourself, you are the prize, and she must come to realize that it is she who must fight for your favor. All this should not be an invitation to become lazy within a relationship. Just don't overdo it when the spark is just gone. At such times, you need to keep your self-worth high. Because nothing else is more attractive for your girlfriend or your ex at this moment. Take care and see you in the next video.